So we're back. This is still the first game of the second set. Joey won the hot seat. Rose is coming around. Won the first set. It is a true double dip, so Rose has got to win this as well. You are allowed to use a magic rack if your opponent allows it, and you have to make it available to your opponent as well if they want to use it. But if your opponent does not want you using one, you're not allowed to use one. But if there's no objection, you can use one. And what the ref's ruling on that is it's an additional piece of equipment that's left on the table. So maybe I got the magic rack, I'm using it, but I break dry and it's sitting on the table, and then my opponent has to shoot a ball over top of it. That's not fair. So if they don't want you to use a magic rack, it's not allowed. It's always up to your opponent.
It actually helps make the ball go down that way too, so it won't straighten out as much on the rim. It's like from that angle. Yeah.
We're back.
Oh, you get, and then you overhit the shot before, but it's not like you overhit it by a foot. It's tough to judge.
Willie from Philly back in the house. Hey, Corey. Corey and Jackie tuning in. Joey is really nervous. She is a teammate of mine back in Calgary, and she was my Scotch doubles partner in the event here. Remember the Sardo tight rack? There's one for sale out in one of the vendors here still has one for sale, I think. I think those things only work on a brand new table. Thanks for tuning in, Keith. Right after this, or after the match we got started on the other stream table here, we will have Russ versus Ben in the hot seat of the A division singles. Those things are like $200 and some odd Canadian. I don't know what they are in US, one something, but crazy. No, thank you. I rather get, if I'm going to do and spend the money on something like that, I'd rather get one of those Delta 13 triangles. Scratch from Rose. Here's Joey's chance. Yeah, it was neat when it came out, but I think if you brought one of these on these well-used bar tables with all the dents and divots and everything like that, that tight rack's not going to work. tie from Joey there. She's left it wide open for Rose. A little stop shot. She's set for the 8. Or sorry, is that the 9 at the bottom of the table there? She's got to go down for the 9. She's left herself a nice angle to come out for that 8 on there as well. She can cheat that pocket just a little bit and come out for that 8. Well, it came a little far. She'll have to cut that into the top right corner. She's decided to call the bank. It's more of a two-way. This will leave Joey a long shot at one of her balls. Unless she makes it straight in. Nice bank. Rose is racing to 4, Joey to 3. Rose's break. While we're waiting, we can watch Johnny bang some balls around, playing on the B side, I believe, of the A division. He's playing Lake McKay. So he's got the 10 ball he's looking at. He needs to move some balls around. They're all tied up there. I don't know if he's got enough of an angle to get over in there. I think he can draw into and maybe run into the 14 ball. That'll leave him the 11 or the 15 and should open up 14 if he's lucky enough to get through there. Kind of like that, but he didn't quite bump that 14 hard enough. It does not go, so he will still have to move that. I will switch back over right here when Rose is going to start breaking. Again, Rose is the one, if you saw us out in Nanaimo in November, Rose is the one that puts the CCS Vancouver Island Championships on. And there's that magic rack, and that's why I hate it. You got all those balls sitting on it when you don't hit it hard enough, and good luck for the ref trying to get all those off. I think she's only got maybe 1, maybe 2 ball markers. And that's if you can fit them in around that. Be lucky if it's just that 8 ball sitting on it. And she's gone and said, too bad. Can't get it off there. And once, like Joey's allowed, and by not saying, I don't know if she said anything or if Rose asked her if she can use the magic rack, but by Joey not saying anything, that magic rack is allowed to be used for the whole match. Can't change your mind partway through. I had a guy do that yesterday. I was playing in the morning. I can't remember his name. He had a magic rack that he was using. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, use it. And I actually won the toss, and he goes, "You want to use it?" And I said no, so I broke with just racking normally and made a ball, did okay, but then he broke, made a couple balls down, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to use it if it's there. So I was getting 2 and 3 balls down my next 2 breaks, and he wanted to take it away and not use it. But once it's in play, you're allowed to use it the whole game. So I broke and ran 2 on him using it. He wanted to take it out of the game. Yep, she does. She has her choker in her little ponytail there. I see a lot of ladies actually do that. And she's wearing, I think Joey's got leggings on, so there's no real pockets in there. And that's nice for the ladies that are playing, that like to wear the leggings like that. The brutal Game Gear's got leggings, but they do have a little chalk pocket on the right-hand leg. And I know Shannon's got a pair that she had ordered and just loves them. It's got a little pocket for the chalk in there for the ladies that like wearing leggings while they play. They're still waiting for there's still no call here. Oh, was this off the break? Did she scratch? I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long. Must not have been with her shooting down there with ball in hand because it's behind the line, so. Again, that drives me crazy with that magic rack sitting in there while you got to shoot. Chris Pittman up in the Northwest Territories. The hot seat match, it'll be one of, I think they're saving it for table 22, which we got Lake and Johnny playing on right now. I'm not sure what their score is at, but it should be right after. I think they just started those, so. But I think Lake's 2 or 3 games up right off the bat. I'm expecting Lake to win that. We'll get somebody to check on that score in 1 second here. What did I eat? I went and had a beef dip, as that was the quickest and easiest. On that other table, it is 3-0 for Lake. So right after that one's done, we will have Ben versus Russ on the stream. Ended up a good leave for Rose there. Not sure if Joey's got the 15 or she'll have to play a combo 11-15. I think that 11 is just in the way. Maybe not. She's lining up like she can see it all. This is where, because she doesn't have the stroke to draw all the way down there, you got to play that ball into the left-hand side of this pocket with a little topspin to come out. No, she had enough to put a little action on it. I don't know if she's got enough for the 9. I would take the 9, roll ahead to play. I believe that's could be the 10 ball in the top left, 10 or 12 into the top left corner. As long as she's not horn hooked, and she might be, she is. I am looking down at it right now. That's too bad. I swear she's horn hooked the way I'm looking at it. No, she's looking at it. I'm like 20 feet away and I can see you're not going to be able to make that. Could be wrong. I swear you're horn hooked. I wouldn't even try that, Joey. Although she doesn't have much else. I don't know if she's got enough of the 11, the edge of the 11 to make the 11. Rose does have some work with the 8 ball tied up there, and Joey would have to do something with that anyway. So
remember too, if you have lunch cards, you bring it back, you gotta come up here and see me. I'll give you a discount voucher, then you go see Sabrina. So if you have any money coming, when you put your name up on the conference board, it'll tell you. You have the prize. See me, I'll give you a payout sheet.
she must be just playing safe here. I didn't see if she called anything. That's a way to hit it. Nice. I probably would have just hit it straight on coming up the table, but a little bit of luck there. But Rose definitely has some work left. Yeah, 3s. Yeah, yeah, if you're at that point, just try to plug a pocket. Yeah, she was lucky there, Rick. You didn't give up ball in hand. That was a lucky hit, but you need a little luck to win. Nobody's ever going to win a tournament without getting lucky. That was a nice try by Rose. She has now left Joey the whole table except the fact that to shoot that 11, she's bridging over that ball. And that means all you can put on it without really jacking up and getting down on it is top. Although she can shoot the 11 softly if she wanted, and then still might be able to have a cut at that 10 or 12 ball, whichever is at the top of the table there where she's standing. My eyes are so blurry and I can't see colors anymore, so. I believe that's the 10 at the top of the table, I think. Marcus says, luck is preparation plus opportunity. Wow, speared that in. Get going, get going, get going. She should have enough to cut that in the side. Although it's on the top half of that side pocket going towards that top corner. It's not dead center of the pocket. Might be able to get you a view of where that's sitting over there. Something like that. So she's trying to cut that into the side. Nice shot. Don't kick that way. Oh. She will have to kick at that now. Sorry guys if you heard Joe there. We got Clay. Sorry, I don't know his last name. He is handicapped and he's in the final. The way he shoots, I think you guys saw him yesterday. Ben had him on the stream, but we're going to move him to table 13 if we can, so we can stream part of that match because, yeah, just amazing the way he shoots. That will be the final of the C division, and then all we have left is the hot seat match and a couple B-side matches, and we're done for the day of the A division. Give me one sec, guys. Men's C final being streamed. It'll be, yes, we'll have part of it. It'll be from our PTZ camera. And I'm going to sort of set that up, guys, so I'll be quiet for a minute here. I'm just going to see how it looks if I raise it up a little bit. Sorry, guys. I think we're all set up for that other match. Rose is going to have either a really tough cut or a bank. Or she can play safe. Didn't see her call anything, so it looks like it might be a safe. But she's left Joey a free bank at this. That's the only problem with putting your opponent back at the table. Although that ball's almost froze to the rail, so that makes it even tougher to bank back here if it was off just a touch. And that's where it was froze. Left Rose, again, it'll be a cut to the side or bank attempt. She's calling the side there. Very nice cut. So, when we're going to have the C final, it'll be on this table with this view. We got Lake racking on his table, so while we're waiting for Joey to rack there, we'll, with this camera, here's a view of the room from a little higher. I raised the tripod up. You've probably seen me going around. There's Shannon Benson, tournament director, High Country Promotions. He supplies all the tables. Does the tournament directing for here. And then I'll zip you all the way around here. Sorry, guys. There's the entrance, and here's all the noisy guys that were swearing earlier. Ben's whole team there. There's Lake. There goes David, who's been helping out. Then our other two cameras. There's a tour of the room for you. Looks like Joey's got them racked. Getting ready to break, so
share this quickly. do? When I shared the video. Sorry, Mark.
Go right here. Share.
Okay, share it right on. Okay.
And who do you want to share it to?
The group.
Okay, which group are you in?
Let's do the 8 one. Third one right there.
There you go, buddy. It's like I'm fucking blunt. Thank you or not.
Sorry guys, I got like 15 people standing behind me swearing like crazy, so I gotta keep the volume down a little bit here until I can try to clear them out. It's unfortunate where we're set up right in the middle of a doorway here with everybody. Just let me take my headset off and try to clear some people out. Okay, hopefully it's a little quieter now. I just almost grabbed the mic from Shannon up on the stage to tell everybody to get lost, so it's clear behind me for now. It should be a little quieter. And oops, I don't know how that got switched over there in between me trying to clear everybody out. But this is the C championship match. Sorry guys, it switched from Joey's. We'll leave it here. This is Clayton that's playing, and I mean, if you look at, he's got some physical handicaps there with his hands and his legs, and just amazing the way this guy shoots and able to hold the cue and the way he plays. So to be in the final here is awesome. And these two guys, actually, it was Joseph that put Clayton to the B side, so. Clayton's in rough with that 5-ball. I think it's 5-ball or the 3-ball down there that is tied up. Very nice hit. Oh shit, sorry guys. hit that home button by mistake. And then swear on top of it all. Not a very nice hit. We'll keep an eye on Joey and Rose's match. They're still tapping safeties back and forth. See, but what I said is like PG or PG-13, not the R-rated stuff that Sean Yee just yelled out a minute ago. Deborah, it's just the fact that, like, you see when Rose was using that magic rack, and I mean, you're allowed, as long as your opponent allows it, to use a magic rack in the CCS, ACS. But just the amount of times it'd take forever. It takes a lot longer to rack and put the balls on there, and then having to stop the game to worry about taking balls off the rack that are sitting after the break on there. You'd totally mess up your tournament schedule. You'd add probably 25 minutes to each one of these sets with one of those things. So if both players are using it, especially at the amateur level here. Yeah, need a cattle prod for some of these guys. It is a little quieter now. I got Ted Harms standing guard behind me, president of the CCS. He wanted to see this match streamed, this C match, so this Joseph is a really good shot. I think he's friends with Clayton. They played a match beside me this morning, in which Joseph won, and they were joking around pretty good. Seemed like they knew each other. This will be a tough hit. Ooh, that was close. Ooh. He might be able to play it safe. He might be able to hit this soft enough just to... Well, he's left a chance for Clayton to, or Clay as everybody calls him, for short. Be able to tap that 5 ball, and I'm not sure if that's, they're just looking to see if that's frozen to the rail. And it's pretty close. I don't know if they've determined whether that's frozen or not, and with that frozen ball to the rail, all that means is once you make contact with that, because that's considered still part of the rail, another ball after that does have to make contact with the rail. It doesn't, you can't just roll into it. A ball has to hit after if it's frozen. But he's done a pretty good job there. Yeah, we got a couple wheelchair players here, and it's I love seeing these guys play that, yeah, they're not letting handicaps get in the way of enjoying the sport and playing at a high level like Clayton does here is just amazing to get the C. I played in the C division, and very tough to get to the final here. I believe he is. He's from, I believe it's Castlegar. He's out. And it's incredible the way he can hold that cue and how far he bridges off the rail and still accurate. That skidded a little bit as that hit that. I don't know if you guys saw that. But did skid. I don't know if he still had enough to cut it in, but you could see it skid after contact there, which didn't help him out. And Joseph for the first game. And then we'll check back in with Rose and Joey are still on the same game that we'd left.
Good shooting. Congratulations.
Sorry, guys, we're just talking with tournament staff. We're asking me a few questions. We have player back in Calgary, Harvey Kraus is his name, that had a stroke and lost, was paralyzed. I think it was to his left, no, it's his right side, and he's right-handed, so he's lost most of the use of his hand in his right arm. And they said he'd never walk again and never drive, and he's beat it all and come back, and he's designed himself and he switched to playing left-handed from right, and he's designed these little bridges with weights on them that he can move out to the table, basically shoot one-handed, left-handed, which is the opposite hand, and he shoots pretty good. He moves it around, bridge off the rail. He's got like a bean bag that sets in that he can use to bridge on the rail and a few different items, and it's amazing to see these guys play and shoot with the handicaps and disabilities they have, and it's great to see them out having fun. And okay, Joey, you can get a game on the board here. And you almost don't even have to pick that cue ball up with ball in hand. Moved it half an inch. Put her in. She is very nervous. Maybe this will calm her down. There you go. Thanks, Michael, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Sparrows Point MD. Which state is MD? I'm trying to think.
If you practice even harder, there may come a day that
Maryland. That was going to be a guess. And Maryland on YouTube all over the place. Perfect. Yeah. Fairly knowledgeable about all the states for a Canadian, I guess, but that one was a little unsure of.
really unlucky.
Score. Oh, sorry, I got to put the another screen back up here. I think that was Joseph that got that one. Give me 1 sec here, guys. So back here to Joseph and Clayton. Joe at the table.
It's all relative, so I think I'm doing great. Others may disagree.
Smart play on this other table. I'm going to flip over Lake and Johnny here, and Lake just fouled on purpose, followed the cue ball in to give Johnny a hand here, thinking he's not going to be able to make this, but interesting. And this looks like it'll have to be a bank shot for Joe. He's left it for Clayton. He's
Hey, not a jerk. Take too long.
very nice shot. It's just incredible how far he bridges out and can shoot that accurate. I'd miscue every time.
That's the final. Keep on. Yep, I'm ready for play.
Got a nice angle to draw off the rail, little bottom right, come down, play that 13 in that right-hand corner as we're looking at it. Get going. Hard to see exactly what angle he's got on there, but that looks like a pretty thin cut coming back into the side unless he takes it to the corner. Looking like the side. Very nice.
Everybody's gonna be rude. You know, if you win,
Back to Rose and Joey with Rose at the chance to get another game. Look at that curl around that. That should actually froze up to that 7 ball, but and then this for to put her on the hill and going for the double dip. She was coming from the B side. Nice shot. Little off angle. She might roll ahead. Hard to tell the angle here. You can roll ahead and take that to the bottom right here if you wanted, or just stop shot and take the cut. Oh, she had a little angle going in there. Nice shot.
yeah, it would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure with him getting down farther on the ball. It's hard to say what if he's physically able to or not. But shoots amazing for the way he has to hold that cue. Just give me 1 sec, guys.
Playing from there, Mary?
Castlegar.
He's from Prescott. Oh, so is Riddle, isn't he? So Riddle.
It could be.
Thanks, Frank, and we enjoy all the support you give us.
Oh, I think he's from Castlegar too.
Yeah, it's likely. Because I know that Clayton.
I just found that out. They know each other. We're getting a lot of requests for this match to be on the stream.
Yeah, much more chances.
Yeah, we want to keep all the comments positive.
We suggested teams be skipping.
So we encourage all the players to come back and watch, and we want them to enjoy
It's really cool.
Yeah.
the experience and being able to come back. And it's the best way to learn is watch yourself play on camera. And I mean, there's in no way do we want players coming back and seeing negative comments at all. It's stressful enough. This is a sport we all love, and you're meant to have fun. Nobody's going to get rich or make a big living unless you're one of the top 5 players in the world. You're not going to make a living playing pool. It'd be very hard. So, and I mean, with the cameras, I know like Joey was nervous. Although I said, "Do you guys want to play on the stream?" I gave them the option, so I moved their game to the stream match, and put some added pressure. But it's great seeing the championship matches on the stream, especially. But again, we're not going to stream anybody if they don't want to, and it does add extra pressure. That's whoever can keep that out of their head, especially with you see me here or Ben or Grant or all 3 of us or 2 of us here, and everybody standing around watching with the headsets on, watching every shot you're making. It's nerve-wracking enough, let alone being in a final. I remember my first time, even though I started all this, and first couple times playing on the stream, man, was I ever nervous. Maybe a little more so because you hear me commentating all the time, and then you get to see how terrible I shoot. Clay's looking good here. I just don't know if let's zoom in quick here. I don't know if that goes. And get the zoom button to work. That 3 goes by the 5. Or sorry, into the side. He's good. The way he's lined it up looks like it should. Yeah, we need TV money. That'd be nice. It's just pool's got, unfortunately, a bad name going back from years and years ago, with the pool halls being sort of the shady place to go. And I mean, it's still, we don't have the way everybody acts and you see everybody. I mean, it's to end up getting the TV money and everybody watching it, needs to be a lot more respect in the game, including the way we dress. And you look at snooker, how they dress, and the money that's in snooker. It's not just over the dress, but nice shot. But he forgot he still had a ball on the table. Forgot the 6 ball. Gotta hate it when you do that. Wow. Can't say I haven't done that.
You know what happened?
Mikey, yeah, I've shot with both. I mean, the Revo when it first came out, I thought it was amazing, but then the Jacoby Black and all these other ones came out, and I try every one that you can. But I love the taper and the feel of the Jacoby Black over the Revo. That Revo does not have that taper, and you get that tingy. If you hear that little ting sound when you shoot with the Revo, you do not get that with the Jacoby. I think the Revo was all foam. Jacoby shaft does have wood in it. I'm not sure if that makes the difference, but it just feels so much better, especially with the taper. And then you do have the little white part at the top. It almost looks like a small ferrule. I like that instead of the straight black all the way through. First time on the stream. I mean, he knows he's being streamed. We're at an angle to that table, but one of his matches was streamed either earlier today or yesterday. Ben had flipped over, whether he knew it was or not, but he definitely knows now. We can all give him a hard time after it's all done. Yeah, and Rick's saying he doesn't like the sound it makes. Sounds like a miscue with that Revo when you hit almost every time. You get that little ting. They got the balls lined up there almost like a drill, looks like, with Rose and Joey there. And she's kicking the 11. Ref. Michelle. I'm going to get Michelle to take a look at that. It's hard to hit this that hard off that close rail without jumping that cue ball off or around. She hit it good with bottom so it doesn't jump in the air. A lot of people will shoot that hit with topspin, and I don't know if you've all seen the trick shot where you can hop that cue ball off the rail back to yourself. That tends to happen. It jumps straight up in the air. And here's where Joey is. She's got so many balls here. If she ever gets to the point where you don't have a comfortable shot or something, she can duck and hide. You do not want to sink all your balls if you do not think you can get out. Especially when you got this many compared to your opponent. You can easily duck and hide a little bit here. She got a pretty good layout here. If that 7 does, I'm looking at the side. I think it does go by into the side pocket. Then she's looking really good. Just a little straight here. Just take this and make sure you're not stuck to the bottom rail. You got the 1 to the top right. And now you can play almost a stop shot. I draw just a touch if you can for that 7. You want to be almost straight in on it. Nice shot, and she's fairly straight. You just don't want to hit this where you drift to the other side and hook yourself behind the 11. I don't know if she can bump into it. I can't quite see the angle. Missed the shot, but she got lucky in having those tied up like that. And the way she's left Rose on the 11 is not an easy shot to make. The Jacoby is 12.4. 12.4 or 12.3. One less than the Revo. The Revo 12.4, then the Jacoby's 12.3. And I do like that smaller taper and smaller diameter, Mikey. Yeah, I know Riley. He was playing a few tables over here a little earlier. Castlegar, BC cheering on Clay. Is Clay from Castlegar? That's what we're all asking if anybody knows. And Carlos with that ting ting. I mean, it's just I'm not a big fan of the taper of that Jacoby. When it first came out, being the only carbon fiber out, it was amazing to hit. But now that you got the other ones that have come out, and I think improved on the design of the Revo. I'm not sure what happened there and what they're talking about. That is Jeff Pythian. He's the head ref for CCS in Canada. And Michelle next. She was on the stream playing yesterday. Looks like they got it sorted out. We'll have to figure out after what that was. If Joey can thin off this. Oh, Michelle coming back to. And you see her using a light there on her phone. A lot of the refs will carry around a little flashlight in their pocket. That'll show you whether they're dead, frozen or not. That's the easiest way to see.
We all have to shit on it with the 9-ball on the far part. Can't win use the 9-ball.
I think that was a good hit, and she's going to get rolled out. That will leave Rose with that 11. If she can sort of slow roll that in, try to hold the cue ball 4. The cut of the 9 down to the same corner. It's going to be really thin cut though. Or she can try to leave herself for a bank. Or tap in behind and play safe again. Yeah, Mikey, or you can buy one of our Viewer Advantage Pack tickets and you get a $700 shopping spree. You can spend that at Thumper or Jacoby and buy yourself one. $20 a ticket. Doesn't look like she's, I was going to say, she was trying for the breakout. She's kind of lucky she didn't get it. And we'll jump back to Clay's match here in a minute, right after this one's done. Johnny uses La Pro tip. It's been years since I've used a La Pro. La Pro and Elk Master, the two I used to use. I now have a Precision soft tip on my Jacoby Black. It was a tip that Jerry Pepin, Prevail Handcrafted Cues, brought in and said to try out, and I like it. Cyborg makes a good tip. Used to use Kamui for years as well. Longazi's been probably the best tip I've used, but they're hard to find and expensive. Talking about tips on YouTube. I've tried, though you're talking, Mikey, with the tip size of the different carbon fiber shaft. I've tried a BQ 1175, which is the same as the Predator Z or Z shaft. And it's way too much spin and juice on that cue ball with that small tip. I didn't. Neat for playing around and trying trick shots that I did, but to play with it, I got a teammate on my Tuesday team that has one, and you can tell a lot of the time he'll overdraw the ball or overjuice it or something. It's just too small, and the amount of power going through that was no good. I think he'd win a lot more games if he'd gone to a larger diameter. He's not quite in control of it yet, and he's had it for 6 or 8 months. 6 months. John, we can get, I know Jerry Pepin will do all premium tips he's got in stock and that he carries installed for 25 Canadian. Tip and install for $25. No, we can get the Kamuis for 25 Canadian installed from Jerry. Yeah, if you like a $4 tip, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you prefer to play with and enjoy playing with. There's no right or wrong, or the tip's not necessarily going to be better because it's more money. And it's the same. I get that precision tip he threw on for me for $25, so it's awesome because every time I go out to put a new tip on, I get he ends up, because I play with his cue, I do have a Prevail. I've had quite a number of Prevails over the years, but every time he takes a look at mine, he grabs it and, do you need this for a week? And he refinishes the thing, or he does the shaft, or I'll end up with a new tip out of it out of nowhere, so he treats me really well. Yeah, John, it's you're saying that the Kamui puts too much spin. Yeah, it's like I said, it's personal preference on everything.
All of sales leave it with Janet. He's got to put it in. Write it out on a piece of paper for him.
Oh, gets lucky.
I can give it to both.
Rose has got the luck on her side tonight. 3. So I played with the Z2 shaft forever I had on my Predator, and switched to the Bob Danielson wood shaft, and that is still by far the best plain wood shaft I've ever used. Ben said the same thing with that Danielson, but then you get to the carbon fiber and it's pricey, but what a difference.
She's home with the latest litter.
Milk duds, yeah, the old milk dud.
No.
I have actually never tried one of those. Yeah, well, and that's the, like he said, Bustamante says he never hit it hard. He let the spin do the work for you. YouTube comment from John there. If any of you out there haven't tried a carbon fiber shaft, if you get a chance to, I'm talking about let the spin and everything do the work for you. That puts transfers so much power through that shaft into the ball that you don't have to hit it near as hard to get the same reaction on the cue ball, which improves your stroke. You can stroke it a lot smoother, I find. As soon as Joey or they finish this game, we'll get back to Clayton. It is currently 3-1 over on Clayton's match. So if that will end with ball in hand here with Rose winning, doing the double dip. That's an awesome try, Joey. Great tournament for you. Great playing. She is improving her game huge. So congratulations, Rose. Welcome to the A division. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, over the next year or so, those carbon fiber shafts will come down in price, but if you get a chance, try them out. Like I've tried 6 or 7 of the different brands now that you can try out there, including Nick with Q Innovations, one of our sponsors. He has his own carbon fiber design that's fairly affordable. Still pricey, but and it hits pretty good.
I'm actually really grateful. I asked Mary in the beginning of this last session. I said, "You can play with us or what?"
He gives him the 8 ball. And there's Prevail that we're talking about right now. Jerry Pepin out of just northwest of Calgary now in Cochrane, Alberta. And check him out. And also we were talking about the Jacoby Black. A few guys, and that's aerospace grade carbon fiber. It's the best carbon fiber out of any of the Q makers out there, top quality. Mikey, whereabouts you working in camp?
Probably 10 times harder because I was so unprepared.
It is well worth the investment for any one of the carbon fiber shops. I mean, we do sell and promote. if you want to order one, we do get preferred pricing, and well, we get a little better pricing because we do not charge for shipping, where they will shipping and duty through Jacoby, and we don't charge the shipping, and we get a little preferred timeline just because they are advertising for us and our sponsors. They do give us a little bit of a preferred timeline compared to ordering straight off the street through them. Same with the Thumper Jump Brake. If you guys have not tried one of those, try one out. Just incredible the way that thing hits the brake and jumps like crazy.
I'm sure they're taking care of it.
She's got 3 surgeries in a row now.
But at least things are being taken care of, so that's the good part of it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. No doubt.
Don't do anything.
How do we know it's top quality carbon fiber? With all the design, and I know Brandon, and we chatted, and Grant and Brandon talk all the time. He's ordered, and it's the top quality aerospace grade carbon fiber. No other shaft company claims or says they're ordering the aerospace grade. The same stuff they'll use for the space shuttle or space station, etc., etc. There are some cheap stuff out there as well, and you can tell the difference right away as soon as you hit it or the feel. Who makes the thumper? Dave's asking on YouTube. The butt end used to be made by Jacoby, but they could not keep up with the orders, so it's Richard Splood is his name. He does the shafts, and the T4 is now out, and it's even better than the T3. It's crazy. He makes the shaft, and he now has Viking making the butt end of the queue. So the orders are coming up, and we're going to run into Richard at the ACS down in Vegas, and he might. I think we're talking about maybe trying to get him up to the Canadians in a couple of weeks, but I don't know if he'll be able to do that. But yeah, if you ever get a chance or you see us around at any of these tournaments, we'll give you our cues and let you try them out.
Or whatever.
That's the one thing. I mean, if we're not just going to accept money or an advertiser and promote the product unless we truly believe in that product. So just got to turn the mic off quick here, guys. I actually got Jerry Pepin just walked up. Needs to chat for a quick sec. So, guys, I was just, like I was saying, talking about Prevail, handcrafted cues, and Jerry Pepin. Jerry just threw the headset on with us, so welcome to the stream, Jerry.
Hey there.
So we got the C final.
Exciting to finally make it to a pool tournament here.
Yeah.
Occasionally I like to attend. Doesn't seem to happen often lately these days, but it's getting better.
Yeah. Well, and you said you know Clay here too, don't you?
Yeah, Clay is a good buddy of mine from Castlegar actually, and apparently the Joseph Riddle is from Castlegar as well. I've never met him myself. He doesn't come to a lot of the big tournaments, but seems like a pretty decent guy as well. But
yeah, I've seen him out before, and they actually played. Joseph put Clayton to the B side. And they happened to be playing a match beside me, and I was watching. They know each other pretty well too.
Yeah,
because
they were buddies for sure.
They were joking around and having fun on that A side match. But
I believe they're actually teammates on a team here in this event as well.
Yeah.
So
well, it's great to see them finish 1-2 then.
Well, it's good to see how well Clay can play for his.
The handicap.
His handicap, it's actually absolutely amazing to watch the guy shoot pool. It's impressive, really.
Well, and that's why we threw him over on table 13 here, that I could turn the camera and stream, because normally with like a B final and the A side of the advance going on, we don't normally get to see the C final match, which is nice, and especially with how well Clay shoots and watching how far he bridges off and can hit that ball. I'd miss cue every time. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
and
it is.
It's
it's unbelievable.
2-foot bridge off the rail. Yeah.
The guy's put in a lot of time working on his game with the handicap that he has. It's quite impressive to watch.
Yeah,
so I told him when I first walked in the room, I said, "You're here taking advantage of everybody, eh?" You know?
Yeah.
everybody takes him for granted or takes him lightly, you know.
Yeah.
You can't take that guy lightly. He can pot balls, you know.
Oh yeah, and we're watching it here now, and I mean Joseph can shoot really well. I was watching him play, and again, myself included, there's probably 10 or 12 of us out of the 67 in that C division that should not be in there to start with. But
yeah, I'm happy to see Clay playing in a final. That's exciting for him, you know.
Yeah, well,
he normally just plays the little town tournaments in Castlegar and Cranbrook, BC area and stuff. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, with Jerry here, he is a cue builder with Prevail, handcrafted cues is his company. Anybody out there got any questions about cues or how to build, or if you're interested, check out Jerry's Facebook page. It's where all his you can see the pictures of his cues and everything else, and that's what I was saying I played with, and I've had quite a few of your cues, probably 5 or 6 different Prevails, and his jump cues are one of the best you can get. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Just while I'm on here,
I'll see if he comes back.
Yeah, if not, I can get it for you after we're done this match here. Sorry, guys, just guys coming up and asking questions. Anyway, yeah, if any guys got any questions about Jerry or about cue making.
Is a Ben and Russ match we got going on?
Yeah, that's going to start off. That's we'll flip over. This is the men's A hot seat match.
Oh, that's the A side final, yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll get that set up to flip back and forth between that two.
Yeah, this should be some fun pool to watch here with this match. Two of the toughest guys in this area to play, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, Russ is a wizard on a bar box.
Oh yeah. He's always one of my favorite 8-ball players to watch. Russ is. He's so relaxed and mellow, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't play a ton on the 9-foots, but
no.
The last guy you want to see your name drawn up with on a bar box.
Bar box playing 8-ball, yeah, I believe that. Well, this should be good. Ben's no slouch either, obviously.
Oh, no.
Everybody around here knows Ben, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if 2 games left here. We'll flip back and forth in between. When these guys rack, we'll jump over to Ben and Russ, but we'll stay with this match because it is the championship. Then we'll flip back over to Russ
Looks
and
like
Grant, they're racing
playing a
to.
bit of a safety battle over here in that rack there. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, no, this is it on here. Yeah, it started that way. I mean, Joseph.
I noticed that Joseph likes to play it safe quite often. I was standing over there chatting with Clay, watching, and he seemed to like to tuck away when he didn't have a nice wide open table.
Yeah, well, it's. And again, that's a little. You see where
he's afraid of Clay. He knows him. He knows the guy can play, right?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's good and bad whether you know the guy or not. I don't mind where I don't know anything about a guy coming in and playing.
I actually feel better when I don't know
I do.
anything about a guy. I'm a little more comfortable because you're not concerned about one aspect of their game, you know?
Yeah, well,
It is, yes.
It's not the C, like it's a C championship.
That's on that table over there, you bet.
yeah. So yeah, it's just again, yeah. If I'm playing, even if I'm playing one of my teammates that I know that I should beat 80 out of 100 times in a game, it just I'd rather play somebody I don't know at all.
Yeah.
Come up and.
I find when I'm playing people that I know real well or friends or something, my focus goes out the window. You're busy chatting about something or talking, and you know your game goes out the window when you're playing somebody you know well. You know.
And I mean, you don't see the guys sitting in their chairs with our stream a whole lot, but if you watch Russ, more laid back, he'll talk to guys and stuff as he's playing in these. But Ben, he doesn't want to hear from you. He doesn't want to see you. He just sits in his chair. He'd concentrate.
Yeah, he wants the tunnel vision focus and just paying attention to his game, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way to be if you're trying to excel. You know, I've played known Ben for quite a while and played against him, you know, many years ago, and his game has advanced leaps and bounds in the last 7-8 years.
Oh yeah, he's
drastically changed, and you can tell by, and that's why is the focus that he's put in and the attention to learning and improving that he's put in. You know?
Yeah, he's just. I mean, I think now he's probably one of the top 10 players in Canada, and he's definitely is with his Fargo rating. But
yeah,
I mean, he does back it up, and I mean you stick him on a 9-foot table, he gets even better.
Oh, really? Hey, yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen him play lots on the 9-foot, so.
No, his game just gets that much better on a bigger table.
Huh. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Clay's looking good to go to the hill here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody underestimates Clay. He can get the advantage on some people if they ain't giving him the time of day, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. He's on the hill.
Nice.
Right on. Yeah, I'd love to see Clay win this. He deserves it for that. He really loves this game. He puts his heart and soul into it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a double dip, so he's got some work cut out for him.
Oh,
He's
is
on
that?
the
Yeah,
it's a
true double dip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got lots of work to do yet now.
Yeah, unlike the teams, and I'll explain the teams a little bit to everybody out here. It's not a true double dip with the teams. What happens if a team comes around and wins? All you do is you play, I believe it's the first round over again. You only play a 1-round final, 5 games.
5 games, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's the way Ted does it in the leagues at home as well.
Yeah,
right?
it saves a bunch of
home,
time because a lot of those times those matches are at midnight or 1 in the morning, and play that. You tend to play those last 5 games, take another 45 minutes. So.
I'm an in bed and sleeping at 10:30 kind of guy, so those matches never work out for me.
Yeah, no, it's. Well, I'm like you. I wouldn't mind playing at 6:30 or 7 in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. That's when I'm at my best wits, you know.
I'm the same.
Awake and fresh.
I'm usually up most days at 5 or 5:30 in the morning, and yeah, I could be on the pool table at 6 with no issues. And
yeah.
It's just when I'm streaming till 2 in the morning, and then have to be up at that time is not the fun, but.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't play pool well doing your job here and being in front of this computer and watching the pool all day long and then trying to jump into a match. I'd have a hard time with that. I used to run pool tournaments and stuff and help out with the leagues and years ago in Cranbrook, and when I ran the tournaments, I struggled playing because I spent too much. Everybody's coming over asking you questions, and it's nonstop conversation. And I never performed well. I only started performing well when I stopped running the tournaments and just became a pool player.
Yeah, no, and I was saying, I mean, I love doing this and coming and doing all this in the tournaments, but it'd be nice to go to one where I'm just playing.
Yeah.
None of the streaming, not running the tournaments like I do in Calgary and Nanaimo and these big ones. And it'd be fun to come and just concentrate and play on one.
Yeah, it definitely improves my game when I stopped running all the tournaments.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm 7th, 8th in the C here is not bad for all the distractions and everything I got. But
no, there's nothing wrong with that.
And I should have done that last match. I'm still grinding my gears because I was up 4-1, race to 5. And
yeah.
I had a shot at the 8 ball. It was a tough cut down the rail from crazy angle, and I rattled it. But
well, at least you're not running the tournament here like you've had in other events where you're actually doing the streaming and running the tournament.
Yeah.
Then it really gets out of hand, you know. I remember in Nanaimo, and you were actually taking care of the tournament at the same time, running the draw sheets and everything else, and while you were trying to run the live stream.
That was crazy. Yeah, that one that was sort of last minute, having to go back into running that one.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't have their guy prepared very well, but we got through it. That's all good.
Me, Lake, and another 8 player. We raced to 15 then in 9 ball. Up B, and my other buddy's in 8 ball.
I don't know what was just said over the PA there, but
I was trying to listen as well, but I can't hear with the headphones on.
Yeah.
This reminds me of being in my shop working on the pool cues, you know. Dancing around the shop with my music playing, you know.
Yeah. Dean's asking who's on the mic. That's Jerry Pepin of Prevail Handcrafted Cues. He's one of our sponsors here. The logo looks kind of like that. That's one of the ones.
Nice. That was always one of my favorite logos, actually. I love that one. Yeah.
Well, we got the P&G one that floats on, but that's on our tower, the system, and we got our tower computer out here. We set it all up to start going, and then the USB for the HDMI for our monitor wasn't working in our tower computer. So luckily I had the laptop along to take over and do it. Otherwise, because we have all our updated logos, all your logos, and all our different stuff on the tower system.
That computer's got a lot more power for handling all your stuff too, right?
That was custom built for us.
Yeah.
But we got this working for now, so I got some computer repairs in the future before Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Are you guys coming down to Niagara?
Yeah, we're going to be there. Yeah, we've already booked our flights and rooms and everything, and hopefully I'll actually have a pool cue for sale there this time.
Nice. You'll make it to the 6th or 7th table and it'll be sold.
Yeah. I just can't build them fast enough, you know.
Yeah.
Need $1 million worth of supplies and equipment, and then I could actually build a few more cues.
Yeah, we can get a big build another garage beside yours.
Yeah, I need another shop and about 6 employees and a couple $1 million, and we'll be rolling, you know. That's not realistic for me. That sounds like far too much work.
Yeah, there's Aaron. How you doing, Aaron? It's again this is the standard or bottom division. So I mean, these guys shoot great, but the odd time the table knowledge might be, they'll choose the hard, well, you're not going to say wrong, there's no right or wrong, but take the wrong suit off the start where it could have been easier with another one. Just because it could be an easier opener shot, they decide to take it, but.
I got an A, B, and a C division here for a reason, right?
Yeah. But I don't know if anybody, Erin commenting on Facebook there, if any of you guys have seen her shoot. She shoots pretty well on the 9-foot table.
Yeah, I remember seeing Erin, yeah.
Yeah, she's been to Calgary a couple times for the Ashton Twins Classic. Didn't make this last one, but he does. How are you doing, Erin? I haven't seen or heard from you in a while. You still playing?
You got two different chats on the go here.
Yeah, we got YouTube here and
Okay.
Facebook
Oh,
over
is
here.
that what
so
it is?
yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
and Facebook. Okay. Now it makes sense. I'm new to this live stream and
Yeah.
talking on a microphone thing. I'm the hide in my shop and the hide from people kind of guy.
Yeah.
So this is a little odd for me.
Well, it's nice to get you on. And we'll have
Yeah,
to.
no,
have
I'm
to
okay with that. I'll learn as I go here.
Well, it's a good little promotion for your cues too. Yeah, it's too bad you didn't have some here.
Yeah, I wish I try to get things built fast enough for the tournaments, but I tend to end up selling it before I even get to the tournament.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're for Westerns coming up, and
What a bank.
when is that? The end of April? The
End
Westerns?
of April, yep.
Yeah. With any luck, I'll have 8 or 9 cues ready for the Westerns in Calgary. If anybody out there's going to be there, might actually have something you can try out and have a look at.
Well, and again, if you guys are, like we say, with the Thumper and the Jacoby Black and everything, if you guys want to try one out, I do have a Prevail cue with the shafts, and I got a couple extra shafts. If you guys ever want to try it out, just ask me. Clay wins that first set.
Nice.
Great. So now we're off to the.
I like it. So they're going on to another full set now.
Yep.
Race to 5 again.
Yeah, we'll do it all
on.
over, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, that's cool for Clay. I like to see him win this event there. That'll be something something fairly big for him. He's won lots of little tournaments, little local tournaments in the West and East Kootenays and stuff there, but I don't think he's ever won anything at a big event like this, so that'll be quite exciting for him.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the most diehard pool fans you'll ever meet in your life. That's kind of, he lives and breathes pool, that guy. So.
Oh yeah, no, he's been looking like he's had a blast here.
Yeah.
I think it's here if Ben's got the sitting right. Oops, wrong way. It's Ben's leading 2-0. Ben's actually using the flip card properly. If you guys ever get the flip cards, you flip the side you're sitting on. It'll help everybody know.
Yeah, they know it when the score's facing towards them. Right?
Yeah. So Russ at the table, he's got some work here. I don't know if he can bank that 10 around the 4.
You might be able to bank it around the 4 and draw into the 8. No, not from that angle. It's tough to see when you're sitting here exactly the angle he's looking at, but.
Well, he still had the 13 there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He was trying to hit it soft enough to leave the window to.
I wasn't sure if he had the angle to bank the 10 and draw back into the 8 to hold for the 13 is what I was thinking, but he definitely didn't have that angle.
Well, looking at that angle on that 10, it almost had to hit that a little harder to straighten that out to come by that.
Well, Ben's got a little work to do here. He might try and move the 13 right now. Oh, no, moving the 1 and the 2.
No, he's got the 2 to cut.
Yeah, he's got the 2 to cut now.
Which isn't so bad. He needs that out of the way anyway. So
yeah, he's got to move that. He was in a good position to move that 13 out of the way of the 3 there as well. But
yeah, well, he's just looking there. He's holding his cue up to see. He might run into the 8 ball here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, he's playing a little top left perfectly.
Yep, as long as that stays away, and it does.
Now he's sitting pretty. That was a nice little play.
It's looking like 3-0.
Yeah. What do you think? 3 ball, 4 ball, 5 ball, 1 ball, 8 ball? That looks about right.
Yeah, it's awesome, Aaron. If you're still on there, it's your health and everything's doing good. You get back into playing. Yeah, I miss seeing even your streams of when you're practicing at home there in your basement. That's, you got your diamond table there. That was great hanging out with you when you were in Calgary those 2 times. Well, yeah, we'd love to have you back. The little rock to the left when it stopped there.
Yeah.
Although you can cheat that pocket pretty good, and he can use it he can spin that in. Play some inside spin on that one. It'll throw it to the right just a touch.
Yeah, I think he's
He's
open
got enough.
actually. Yeah, he had enough ball there.
Yeah.
A little different pattern than I envisioned, but everybody sees things different, you know.
Yep. And Aaron, if you ever get a chance, come out. They do have that, although it's again a bar box. You're not on the 7 foot a whole lot of the times. They do have the Stampede bar box in July, and then what a party in Calgary it is with the Stampede going on. If you guys can ever come up for that, it's a pretty amazing show.
Stampede put Calgary on the map.
No bar box for you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting for Clay over there. It's good to see.
Yeah. I just had, Ted was just asking me what's the score. He'd been talking to everybody coming up, talking to him, and he saw the zeros again and thought, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm cheering for Clay.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him win.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Joseph, we try to stay.
No, we're not being
partial,
trying to be biased here, no.
Well, pressure's on Joe now. I mean, he's...
Yeah, Clay won the first one, so it's time to bear down now. They're representing the C division pretty good, I think, these two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got another big A division match going on here at the same time, too, so we got all kinds of good pool going on in front of us here.
Yeah, well, we get to see. It's unfortunate there. You can see Russ's head in the way that we got the A division hot seat match going on.
You know, who's all left in the B side of this now?
On the... I'll just pull
A
up.
division.
It's on CompuSport, the draw for anybody that wants to take a look at it. And B side, we got Mark Hurl versus Sean Lee in the 5th-6th game, and Johnny Fast Lightning lost to Lake McKay. So we got Lake waiting to play the winner of Mark and Sean for the 4th place.
Oh, and that match is going on as well, just a little past us there. Okay.
They're on the other stream, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know the score over there, but when we get a break, I'll figure it out.
Is the B division singles still going, or is that over?
No,
now?
that's all done. We had the B
done?
final on here. Yeah,
Who won the B?
That was, why is his name eluding me? He started in the C, won the C qualifier, came through and won the B.
Oh, okay.
So there's another
strong player.
Yep. That was Scott Davis, sorry.
Scott Davis, West Coast.
Yeah, I'm surprised he came through. When I heard he came through the C qualifier, at least he didn't sandbag and leave himself in the C. But
yeah, no, that's very good. Yeah.
He won himself a couple $100 for winning the qualifier, and then he won $1,400 plus the entry back next year for winning the B. So $1,600 plus a $200 entry. Yep. And went from a C player to an A player in one tournament.
Yeah.
He's now welcome to the A division.
Next year he's playing the A.
Yeah. Well, he shoots good enough. He should be.
He probably deserved to be there anyways.
Yes,
he couldn't move up from the C to the A. He could only move up to the B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably where he belongs now.
Yeah. Well, and we had, Randy Dodging Horse.
Yes.
We're back in Calgary. He actually entered into the advanced.
Oh, yeah?
To challenge himself a little bit.
Randy did? That's very cool, yeah.
We had him. We put him on the stream this morning. He was playing. He actually came up against Johnny Fast Lightning.
John
Latindra, that everybody else doesn't know him by Johnny Fast Lightning.
Yeah.
It's a good draw for him. I mean, he didn't run into Ben or any
really big
or any of these big guys, but he couldn't make it out in the start in the time for C.
No.
So he's like, I want to play singles. And his game's improved so much over the last year. It's incredible.
No, that's good to see, Randy. Yeah. He his girlfriend or wife is one of our teammates, actually, Trudy Big Plume.
Yeah, actually, Trudy's my teammate on Wednesday nights.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah, she plays with us on Tuesdays. So I know Randy.
And Ben just got another game. Ben's up 4-0 on Russ.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yep. So yeah, on this is the live screen here on the program, and this is the one where if I wanted to
I see.
move and edit
You
stuff,
can-
and then
you can manipulate that one.
Then that little arrow sends it to where it's live, to where everybody can see it. So they'd see the,
Okay.
like if I had on,
Oh, and that's how you make your adjustments and stuff.
yeah, and when I put it to live, it'll go over.
I see. Yeah. That's a cool program. You got to run all of this stuff.
Yeah,
Works better on the big computer than this
oh,
computer.
that's that tower we had built. Yeah, this is a high-end gaming laptop but this is what I first bought
I remember
when I
you
started
bought that, yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And just this last year, we had that tower custom built, and it's $4,600 tower.
Wow.
Just the tower. So it's got, like, this thing's running now with the 3 cameras. My laptop's running at 60 to 75% of the CPU power.
Mm-hmm.
When we run the 3 cameras and everything else on that tower, we're running at about 4 or 5% of the CPU.
Oh yeah, it's got way
Yes.
more power.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got the bots coming back up again. Yes, we do. And thanks, John, for looking after those, being the moderator.
Bot invasion.
Yeah, we get all these ones, and you can see where they're removed. All these links to all this sex stuff, but it's funny because they're actually commenting on the stream and answering and asking questions, but it's got the link. So it's somebody there sitting out typing, or whether it's a bot that's copying somebody else's comments. But it's all it looks like it's
Looks like it's a
part of the
legit
conversation,
person, but it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Hackers.
How much was our tower? I think it was, in the end, it was about $4,600 we had built at Memory Express. Yeah, it's got enough power. We can run about 12 cameras with that thing if we can get the cameras figured out. Thanks for tuning in, Larry.
Looks like Clay's got a shot here at breaking out that 8. May not need to.
Ooh.
No.
Little tap there.
Yeah, he was trying to hit it on the top side, though, I think.
Yeah.
But
He's got a bank here, but
yeah, he might try and play safe here, maybe. And it's a little tough to get shape on that 8 ball from that angle of a bank. But
yeah.
Yeah, he went for it. Oh, well, he's got a shot.
If it didn't touch that stripe up there, he had 2 rails coming out.
Yeah,
He might not have been
come
bad.
back out of there. Yeah.
You know what I do here is I play it off.
Yeah, it looks like might be a scratch shot trying to cut that ball in on this side.
Yeah,
here,
I might, if you can dig down a little bit, I play some spin. I might try to put that 8 off that in this corner.
That's one of the disadvantages Clay has, is he doesn't have the hand positioning to play lots of spin on the cue ball and dig down under it, you know. But
yeah, he's got some space there.
yeah, a little, yeah. We'll see. It looks like he's just going to try and roll it in there.
Yeah,
Get in there. Nice shot, Clay. Nice cut.
what a shot that was.
Yeah, that was a hell of a cut. He's got quite the eye, man, that little guy.
Yeah, that's no C division.
He's taken advantage of me many times over the years. You know,
Yeah.
I used to underestimate him back in the day when I didn't know him well either. You know, like, oh no, he can't make that shot, or he can't reach that shot, or whatever. You know.
Take him to a couple bars somewhere and make a fortune.
Be a good hustler. You know. Yeah.
You at least drink for free anyway.
Yeah, something. Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Loves pool.
Yeah, I've seen him around. He plays he's out in BC here anyway. I think I've seen him. I don't know if he's been out to Nanaimo. I can't remember if he's been out there, but I've seen him here before.
Yeah, he's come to Penticton the last couple of years in a row. Yeah, and he plays in the Castlegar. Has an in-town league. It's not sanctioned or anything. And then he goes to Cranbrook, I believe, and spares in the league there. And that's where he gets his weeks in, I would think.
Nice.
And and he plays all the local tournaments around there. There's a guy, Rob Heimers, who runs a lot of tournaments in the East Kootenay, West Kootenay area.
I know Rob pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. And so Clay is always at Rob's tournaments over there.
Yeah, it was Rob actually asking me. We were chatting about a week and a half ago, and he was asking if I get Clay on the stream because he'd really love it. And I said, for sure we'd try.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, it only takes getting to the championship match to get on here.
Yeah.
So Clay did his part to help out to get on the stream.
Yeah, he got to the finals, right?
Yeah.
Well, Wenda's trying to take pictures of you. You're hiding your
sorry.
face. Got my wife over here taking pictures of me and Ryan while we're on the stream, and she thinks that's pretty funny. Me sitting there with a headset on. Yeah. Hey.
Ben's on fire. Yeah, Ben. New York, sorry.
This is going to play in the meeting. I was playing games over there. I said, send that to me. That was Chris's mom and dad.
Sorry, Aaron. I was just going back looking at your comment. The C players, you know what? And with me traveling around all over us doing the stream, I'd say what we'd call C players up here are definitely stronger than you see in a lot of the States. Yeah, Wenda, Jerry's wife there, she's a professional photographer as well. She does a ton of the photos and stuff all on her own coming out to these tournaments. She plays very well too. She's a ladies master player. And takes all the pictures, and you can check her. I think it's Wenda. What's her photography site? On Facebook. I'll find it out and let you guys know. But she'll have a ton of the pool pictures and action pictures from all the big CCS tournaments around that we're at. So. Okay.
We'll do that again.
So Jerry's got to take off. Wenda's saying they got to make their rounds and say hi to everybody and then back to their hotel room for the night. And so we'll continue on here. Clayton versus Joseph. This is the second set. Clayton coming from the B side. Won the first set. Yeah, Aaron, it's, well, I play in the C division here myself, and you get a few of us, and I'm going to say I'm probably shouldn't be in the C division, but again, I haven't won any of this as well, but I played a match against Ryan Murray that's yesterday. Race to 5 like these guys. This is an A-side match. And we only had went hill, so nine wins. Out of those 9 wins, 7 of those were EROs between us in the C division. So we can shoot. Some of us, yeah, there's a few, and because I haven't finished in the top 3, mostly because I'm spending all the time on the stream and either running it or roughing or doing something that makes it tough to play. I could probably win or come close to winning one of these eventually one day if I'm not doing all this as well. But there's definitely some players that can shoot in that C division for sure. And again, there's not a lot, because we're the CCS, there's not a lot of it that are Fargo rated. A lot of these guys like Clay that plays, like Jerry was saying, all these small tournaments. It all depends if they submit their stuff to Fargo or not, whether you get a Fargo rating. And then again, if you're playing the same guys all the time and you're all close to Fargo, you're not going to go up a whole lot. And that's like mine. I played in a tournament, the one Saturday tournament that I was helping run with Shannon at the Hidden Spot for the past year. With me playing in that, it's all against guys that are 505 and under for the most part. And because I didn't have a Fargo rating before that, mine stayed. I'm a 506 or 5 something with 400 games in or somewhere there. That's because I was only playing 500 players. If I started playing in the tournaments with Ben, Russ, and all these, where I could maybe win a match or two in there and certainly show well against these guys, my Fargo would skyrocket, I believe. Yeah, and I know with, again, because I'm so inconsistent with my shooting, and from what I've done the last 4 years or 4.5 years since I started Q Sports Live here, seeing all these top guys like Russ and Ben and everybody shoot, and hanging out with Ben and Grant, and the way we built this and all the pool I've watched, my knowledge level is through the roof. I got the knowledge level of one of these master level or elite players. I just don't have the execution. Consistency. I can make any shot on the table. It's just I'm so inconsistent. But again, these guys, and I know Clay watches a ton of pool and stuff, so but when I'm doing it as my full-time job here, my knowledge level's gone through the roof, and everybody that is watching, tuning in, you can definitely learn by watching. Clay with the shot on the 8 ball. Ooh, he used all the pocket, but he got it. And we're sitting at 5-1. Ben Russ with Russ to break here. We will stay with these guys for one rack, and then we'll switch back over. We'll show you the difference between the A Division hot seat and the C Division championship. Looks like they're taking a little bit of a break maybe here with Clay and Joe anyway. Dry break usually means trouble. And Aaron, with you saying you should take this, take that, all this, perfect. Help out, say it, because these guys go back and we encourage everybody to watch. So anything you can point out, being you're a pro level lady player and a great shot, anything you can say to help these guys out, definitely. We're not, we'll never get down on you that, saying you should take this or take that. It's helping everybody else. Yeah, Aaron, I'd say with you shooting, I don't know what your Fargo is. I haven't looked it up, but you're definitely you're. I'd say you got to be close to the mid 600 range or low 600 range in the Fargo rate. I'm not sure what yours is, but you're definitely a great shot. And again, yes, mostly you're playing the ladies tournaments on the 9-foot table, but where they might rate you. But I know you play at you're in New York there, so you play at some of the big halls there against some of the top players. So. That glove Ben's wearing is sharp. That is a Predator, Poison. Poison glove or a Poison knockoff glove. He just bought a red and a black one here from Dave at the venue here. Gives Ben a little bit of a deal. Ben goes through a glove about every 2 months for the amount he plays. Ben plays over 40 hours a week. I'm in like the 500s, I think, but when I've seen you play, you're definitely better than that. You should be in the 600s. .555 Fargo. Aaron, doesn't take long to have people look up everything. Well, we're in a big discussion with Mike Page from Fargo Rate on Alberta Billiards Facebook page. And if you guys go on there or join it or go back and look, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of comments and going over Fargo Rate and how he compares from Alberta to Oklahoma and a whole bunch of different stuff. And it's crazy with the Fargo Rate, but a lot of the guys are saying the Fargo Rate, you should have Fargo Rate by game, 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball by table size at 7 foot, 9 foot. Should all be factors in how you rate. I only ever play 7 foot, 8 ball. But if I go, when I first got my Fargo rating, it was on a 9 foot table playing 9 or 10 ball, which I never play, so I went 2 and out. And then we were playing on the 9 foot, and I think it was 8 ball on the 9 foot, and I went 2 and out. So my initial Fargo rating was a 333. I play, from what Ben and Grant and everybody else saying, I should be around the 600 level. But I'm sitting at 500, and that was all just because I started off so low, because it would happen to be on those two tournaments on the 9 foot table that I didn't want to play in to begin with. I was put in by, or coerced into playing by Grant and Steph. But that's one of the discussions, and I find it entertaining going back and reading all those, that what everybody thinks about Fargo and whether it should be by game, by table size, and all the different arguments back and forth. But for it to be accurate, every game or everything should be reported to Fargo. Then it might get a little more accurate. You're not dead accurate till I got about 1,000 games. And just like James says, you get everybody reporting, it would be not too bad. Yeah, no, Aaron, and I know, because I've seen you play many times and followed you online, and you play into the 600s, and you're showing you a 555, but what is your home? What pool hall do you play in New York there all the time? And sorry, I was just pointed out that got on the scoreboard that they had 7 and 8 race. They're both racing to 8. They're both the elite. And Clay and Joseph are still taking a break on that other table, so we'll stay here. Yeah, and I mean, even though you're losing to, well, getting to play Allison Fisher and Jasmine Ocean and Lion Kvorik, I mean, they're all, and I've seen them all play. We've streamed them all with the NAPT and the Ashton Twin Classic and everything else. It's just seeing all you ladies play is amazing. I love it. But yeah, even if you're losing to them, your Fargo is still going to be up there. But I mean, it's funny how all the ladies, yeah, your Fargo seems to be lower, but you look at Allison, and I haven't looked up them, or Jasmine, or any of those, your top players, and I'm not sure what their Fargos are, but I don't think they're accurate compared to the men's. And that's what I was just saying, Bob, that it seems different, and especially like Erin, who plays against the pros all the time. She's played on the Ladies Pro Tour, the NAPT events, and the Ashton Twins Classic in Calgary, and she's a pro-level ladies player. She plays great. And like I said, her Fargo, they looked it up, it's a 555. She should be 655. I know a lot of girls that say that they hate playing the ladies league and everything else, just with all the caddy and fighting and everything else. You can get, especially in the amateur league, but you can get it at the pro level because I've seen it a few times in person. But yeah, I know of quite a few ladies that don't like playing against the ladies at all. And Russ is going to have to play pinball here if he wants to put that 9 in that corner. I don't think it'll go. Yeah, no, I don't. I'd never seen you take your time, so a little unlucky, but that's, you do see take time. I mean, I hate playing against slow players. I absolutely hate it as well, but I guess some of the ladies tend to play a little slower. Yeah, run around the table, smacking balls in. Well, now we got, sorry guys, I'm talking to Aaron on Facebook, and you guys are talking about Emily Duddy and Jennifer Beretta smoking hot too, or whatever, on YouTube. You guys should see Erin. She's pretty hot herself. And we're chatting with her on Facebook. And I bet you she'd beat 90% of the guys on here. in a pool game on the 9-foot. Yeah, I tended, and again, I do it all the time. Like you say, you slow down, plays your game. I all the time, and I can't get over it. I play to the level of my opponent all the time. I can't get around that. And that's sort of what cost me this morning when I was 4-1 ahead, lost 5-4. Just I get ahead and I start playing like my opponent, and all of a sudden you're missing shots and out of your game and out of your rhythm. And because I tend to shoot fairly quick too. And you're welcome, Aaron. You got a whole bunch of people now stalking your Facebook page, just so you know. Yeah, and I love seeing the ladies beat the men in the events like that. Yeah, not sure what settings you got on your Facebook, but you might want to change your privacy settings. Or what I should do is, because I got everybody follows me, I should just share a couple of your matches or your practice from the basement. With me being friends with you on Facebook there, I can go on and I should share a couple of your live streams of you practicing in your basement. You shoot pretty good. There you go, I have a public page. Everybody can go follow our public page. Yeah, this is a tough hit. You're looking at the two bank kick in the side. Oh, I'm at the... He was not far off hitting that. That was a nice try. Yeah, mine's almost full. I think I'm close to the 5,000 mark. That's what I should have done, is created a public page or something down the road, or when this all started, not down the road. Yeah. I just had to go check to see if I'm actually friends with you on your personal page or your public page. Sorry, guys, I just had to kick out the guy sitting beside me that was drunk and harassing nice of a staff member of the hotel. So, oops, we'll switch over. Sorry, guys. Get him out of there. We'll go back over to Clay and Joseph. This is the game they started while we were watching Russ and Ben. They'd been battling back and forth here, so it is still 2-0 for Clayton. Yeah. Turbo on YouTube says, talking about all these girls, I usually just bought some Girl Guide cookies. You guys down in the U.S. got all the crazy flavors that we do not get up here in Canada. You get like vanilla, chocolate, and mint is all you can get up here. How did he hit that? It rolled out. I think he's got the window maybe between there. To put that in the top left. I switched you over, Joe. It's all right. Instead of drunk people sitting around. James, we go from here. Our next event is in Niagara Falls, Niagara Falls, Canada. And that will be March. We're just 2 weeks away from that. I got a poster here somewhere. The dates, Canadians, March 17th to the 21st in Niagara Falls. We will be streaming that. Ben's going back to defend his 9-ball title there. Shannon, my partner, and I are going back to defend our Scotch doubles title at the Canadians. We're Canadian champions last year, so a couple of the Q Sports Live people going back to try to defend. When Grant's coming back to see if he can try to get on the board with a trophy down there. We'll get Grant playing in the singles and team. Yeah, that is that event. We're at the Sheraton on the Falls in Niagara Falls. So we got one room that's got a few of the side tables in it. Is a full glass wall overlooking the falls as you play pool. It's just amazing. And then the casino right beside it's awesome too. How far is Niagara Falls from you, Aaron? How far of a drive? I know 2 years ago, Grant, Steph, and I when we had rented a car to go down there, we drove across the border to tour around a little bit. I will have to double check to see who got that last game there. Just give me 1 sec, guys.
Kevin Ostachek, Bruce Lordy. Go to table 17.
Oh, wow, that far, 8 to 10 hours. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back. I am back, and it is actually 3-0 for Clay. He won that last one. Actually, well, Joseph put Clay to the B side this morning. They were playing beside me, and Joseph was shooting lights out this morning, but it's looks like it switched around because he was not missing a shot this morning. And that generally happens. You lose that first set, and the momentum swings, and I don't know if you could see him swinging his cue around the back. He's almost looked like he's sort of given up. And there's Rob tuning in. He's actually sitting right there watching, staring right at Rob. I don't know if he's got his volume on, but everybody type in and say, "Hey, Rob." He's got his phone sitting down in his lap in front of him. Now to show you, there's Rob sitting there with his hand up on his face. Everybody say hi, Rob. He's got his phone in his lap, watching the stream. Yeah, Clayton's he's shooting on fire. I don't believe you do have to be Canadian. As long as you're an ACS. ACS is affiliated with this. I will double check to make sure, but I'm sure you don't. I know I'd have to see, because this is the BC British Columbia Championships, but half the teams here are from Alberta, so I know you don't have to be in BC to play in the BC Championships, but I'll have to double check and see. Pretty sure it's open to ACS members, but it's not big prize money to make it worthwhile coming all the way up. Canadians might be a little different if you're allowed, because you come right across from Buffalo's right close. Yeah, he shoots good, Aaron. Yeah, just like Jerry was saying when he was on the mic here, that he knows Clayton, and it's with that little the handicap he's got there. He's again, I think with maybe some of the power shots and a couple of different things and jump shots limits him. But I mean, what an amazing player in the way he's playing that to make it here. It's awesome.
Something in my eye.
Russ is taken off. Had something in his eye. Ben's up 7-1 in their match. So give me 1 sec. I was just chatting with Benny sitting beside me. He is looking like the strongest standard division player in here today. If he can spin that, no, he's going for the bank, but it looked like it was going till the cue ball got in the way. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Mr. Bang Time Pool on YouTube. No, he is just off, and I think he shot that a little quick. Yeah, just watching now. He didn't shoot that a little quick. He just missed. I just got to double check with. Actually, I know somebody I can double check with. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, guys. I was just talking to one of the tournament organizers here, and Clayton get that one as well. Did he or did I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out whether ACS members can play up here, and you can. And if you're your week's in and member of the ACS, you can come play in this, I was just told. Way to go, Clayton. Awesome job. Yeah, he's about a 98% favorite now. Not a bad break. He's hit him pretty good. Something must have been a little loose in the center there because they all clumpled up, but he hit those good. He can get quite a bit of power. Yeah, and Ben's up 7-1, or 7-2, sorry now, on Russ. With Ben to break. Race to 8. That's the A side. Final hot seat match of the advanced division. That's awesome. I'm glad you joined in, Aaron. But yeah, this is why we moved this. This wasn't normally one of our stream tables, so we do have our PTZ camera. We moved their match to this table 13 so we could stream it, turn the camera around. They were set to play across the room, but nice to have Clayton on there and get the championship match bonus with how well he's doing to see him on there. Yeah, and see, I mean, I watch when I watch you guys shoot Aaron and the 9-ball, I'm more of a fan of watching the 8-ball or snooker. I love watching snooker, and I love watching the safety battles and everything else. So you start watching run out after run out after run out after run out, it starts getting boring. It's great watching people shoot that well, but it tends to get a little boring. Yeah, he does. That's the other thing, right? I mean, if with the way his hands are positioned there, everything he does is more of a struggle for him than somebody without a handicap, and he's doing an amazing job. You're going to hear a big roar from the few people left in the room here if he wins that. I don't know if that combo lined up. I think you can slop that in this bottom corner here. And what I might do is play rail first. If I'm him, if he's going to try that combo just to bring that cue ball out and around a little easier. I think it's close enough. You can probably slop that ball in. And Aaron tuning in, you're down in New York. Way past my bedtime, New York time. 1 in the morning down there. We're just 20 after 10 here, Pacific time out in Penticton. Needs it to hurry. It doesn't. Might have the carom if he wanted to get fancy, play this off the 9. He made it. C player's not supposed to know how to do that. Yeah, I see you're up at all hours, especially when you're playing and practicing. He was hoping it'd slow down for the 9 to be a little straighter. Second best with the safe. And Ben's running out the table to looking good to win his match against Russ. Larry's on Eastern time as well. Oh, he's definitely a B player after this tournament. And so should Joseph, and I think they might move the top 4 up. Can't remember what we did last year. I know there's going to be a discussion with about a few players after this. I was already chatting with some of the tournament staff about a couple guys and a couple things that went through that weren't supposed to happen, and I'm involved just because I run Nanaimo and the Westerns in Calgary. I'm the tournament director for both, so a few changes will be made. But it's running super smooth and been a great tournament so far for the most part. Ben, I'm going to switch over because this is for him to win. There's Ben with the win. Ben wins the hot seat. What are you directing at me? I have to go back and read here now. Nope, we're all done. Camera staying here. And he definitely shoots well enough to be in the B division next year. B division better watch out. He can win that too.
I watched them do it. They just all packed up and I'm thinking,
Yeah, Ben got lucky against another 700 Fargo rated player. I'm just joking, Scott, when I say that. No, they could have the knowledge, and way to go. Yeah, congratulations, Clay. That's awesome. Double dip. So, Aaron, thanks for tuning in and staying and watching, helping us out, keeping me chatting with everybody. I will definitely give him a high five for you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you back playing soon, Aaron. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. What a match from Clay. Awesome job. Welcome to the B division next year. Amazing to see him shoot and watch that. Awesome. We are going to shut down. We will be back. I believe it'll be with the B-side final of the A division coming up. So we'll take a quick break. We'll reset, and we'll be back with the B-side final, I believe it'll be. we're not done for the night. We got the B-side final of the Advanced Division and then the championship match of the Advanced Division. So we got 2 more matches coming up. Take a little break and we'll be back